welcome to another Big Red Kitty Hunter Guide movie. We're Big Bad Level 4 today. We've got a new spell. It's called Serpent Sting, and it does nature damage. Nature damage? What the heck is that? Well, there are many different classifications of attacks. We have physical damage, which would be hitting something with our axe or with our auto shot. We have nature damage, which is from our Serpent Sting. There's also fire, arcane, shadow, holy, unholy, did we say frost? There's a huge list of things. And we just got a nature attack. Well, what's the difference between nature and physical? Well, if you look at our stuff here and our defenses, we have an armor rating of 105. It reduces physical damage taken by 12.4%. So when we attack something physically, either with our little axe or shooting it with regular bullets, he has armor too, and he is mitigating our damage through the use of his armor. Well, guess what? Nature damage is not mitigated by armor. So that's the difference. We're going to shoot stuff with nature damage, and its armor is not going to prevent us from doing the full amount of damage. Now, how much damage are we actually doing? Well, we're going to show you something new. We're going to show you scrolling combat text. We're going to go into interface, and we're going to go into combat text, and we're going to turn on display damage numbers over hostile creamage when damaged, and we want to show periodic damage. That's our nature damage, right? All right, so we're going to go back into here. Nature damage is done. Let's take another look at it when we talk about nature damage. 24 nature damage over 15 seconds. That's damage over time. DOT. That's a new word. Dots. You'll hear that from the squishies a lot. They're throwing dots up everywhere. Well, we hunters have one too, and it's called Serpent Sting. Let's watch what happens when we do a Serpent Sting. Look at our target there. It's doing damage. See up here? See that little 5 going on? That little 5 is nature damage, and it's yellow. Oh, look at that. So it's going down, and it's cooking down. 2 seconds remaining, 1 second remaining. We did a lot of nature damage. Now let's do some more nature damage. Let's go over here and shoot it again. Ooh, watch the yellows. Ooh, there 4. Ooh, we're doing damage. Nature damage. 4 damage every 3 seconds. 4, 5, 4, 5. Because it averages out. And there it goes. And notice, we're not doing anything else. And he died because of the dot. Isn't that wicked? Isn't that cool? Now, watch what else we can do. As you recall, if we want to shoot this thing with an auto shot, let's shoot this with an auto shot. There it goes. Now we back up. Remember we would back up and it would keep shooting? Well, notice that we have to be standing still to shoot auto shot. Serpent Sting is an instant cast. We can be moving and fire it. Watch this. Look at that. So there we go. And as we've attacked it, we're not doing anything else. The dot continues to cook. So we're doing damage just by running around because it's a delay over time. And the Serpent Sting damage is not being mitigated by the mob's armor. Now, we're still running. All we have to do is get out of range, and we can put Serpent Sting back on it. Look at that. Isn't that wicked? And it's just going to slowly die and slowly die. Now, what do we want to do? We want to augment it with regular damage. That's right. There we go. And regular damage. So the combination of the two is stronger than either of them together. And the idea is the sooner you can get your damage over time on, the more damage it'll do. So we want to get very far from range again. Remember that? We're going to get back up, back up, back up. All right, that's too far. And the first thing we're going to do, Serpent Sting. Now, we're not going to move. But our auto shots kick off automatically. So it's doing 2 things at once. Look at that. We didn't have to move, and the combination of auto shot and Serpent Sting killed the little guy without us having to move. What does that mean? That means we can take on bigger and better things if we use our range to its maximum effect. Here we go. Get it all the way out and all the way. Boom! Now we run. Shot, and the Serpent Sting is still cooking. Do you notice the difference in the colors there? Our auto shot damage is white, and our Serpent Sting damage is yellow. Thus gives birth to the term white damage. What is your white damage, someone may say? What they're talking about is your auto shot damage. And your auto shot damage is shown over here under your ranged attack damage, right here. Ranged damage 10 to 19, our damage per second is 6.9. Our white damage is 6.9 Damage per second, 6.9 DPS. White damage does not take into account Serpent Sting. So your white damage is a minimal example, or a minimum measurement of how much damage you do. There we go. Look how nice and simple that is. What is Serpent Sting what else does Serpent Sting give us? Serpent Sting gives us the ability to kite, right? What is kiting? Kiting is taking a mob from one place and putting it somewhere else. Let's watch what we do here. Since we are doing damage to it in the form of nature damage, we can bring this guy way over here, all the way where it shouldn't be. Now, when the Serpent Sting wears off, when the Serpent Sting wears off, he'll go back. Oh, no, that's not good. So what we need to do is refresh Serpent Sting frequently so that he doesn't reset. Here we go. Now, here we go. Look at him go. And we'll jump and turn. Redo Serpent Sting. There we go. And we're bringing him way over here. We are kiting this burly rock-draw trog all the way over here. Look at him go. He doesn't like us at all. Now, he doesn't have enough health for us to kite him all the way back to our starting point, but that is known as kiting. You notice we killed him in a different manner than most other classes kill their things. They run up and smack him and take damage. We can just shoot our little guy and bring him wherever we want. Positioning. We can fight where we want to. We can say it's safer to fight over here as opposed to somewhere else. That is called kiting. Putting the mob in a position that is most advantageous for us and not for him. All right, so that is Serpent Sting. That is introduction to kiting. That is introduction to dots and white damage and 2 new acronyms, DOTs and DPS. We're going to cut this movie short. We're going to find ourselves at level 6 soon, and we're going to start showing you some better ways to even do more damage. Thank you very much for watching this Big Red Kitty Worldwide Amalgamated production.